Something that I definitely don't welcome.
We don't know what's about to happen.
And the whole neighborhood has changed.
There's always going to be change.
The thing I'm mostly concerned about is the character of this community.
And I don't think that we've done the best job that we can do.
Well, nobody likes to see somebody removed from their home.
There are areas that need to be upgraded.
We want Montclair residents to be able to stay here.
The individuals that used to live in those communities can't come back to those communities.
It's not feeling as if it's my home anymore.
You're never going to stop it.
The gentrification is changing the culture of Montclair.
We don't have a lot of time to just sit around and talk about it.
It's a very small community. It's only 6.5 miles in diameter within the township. I think we have about 38,000 residents of the township. My name is William Scott, lifelong resident of Montclair for 68 years, and I've been the chair of the Montclair Housing Committee for about 5 or 6 years. Gentrification is, from a dictionary definition, I mean, it's really the remodeling or renewing or renovating of specific urban areas.
There are areas in the Fourth Ward that I'm concerned about. I'm Dr. Renee Baskerville, and I've been in Montclair for the majority of my life. I've been an elected official for the Fourth Ward in Montclair for the last 10 years. Just so that we're very clear about what we're talking about, the Fourth Ward of Montclair starts at the Clary Anderson Arena to the north, and it goes along Grove Street and all the way to the south end of Montclair by the border of Orange, East Orange, and Glen Ridge.
My name is Randall Brown. I started off living here about 10 years ago, and my girlfriend and her family have built this house. So it's been in the family practically the whole time it's been here. They've already foreclosed on the house. We've just getting to the point where they're gonna sell it, and when they sell it, we're gonna have to move. Once they start building that Montclair residence too, down there, the block itself started to undergo a lot of changes.
The transit areas in Montclair are the areas that are attracting the developers.
A new owner comes in and they renovate the property, which they fully have the right to do that. But of course, if they're investing in property from a business standpoint, they do have the right to raise the rents.
It's just been a fight, literally, to see the whole neighborhood change and how people are being pushed out.
My name's Ted Wickner, and I am the president of a retail store in Livingston. We've been here 64 years, and I also do real estate. What we look for is for properties, they were a little distressed, and so our goal was to fix them up and to rent them, at a price that was, more than what they were getting at the time because the properties were in distress.
There was a lady that I personally helped out, moving her out, who was just down at the dead end of this block. They pushed her out of her household.
The streets are much safer. The crime has gone down.
And then Kevin, who had lived there just as long as the time that I had been up here, he moved.
the property, the doors weren't locked, stuff like that. There were drug activities.
And they started moving new people in over here at 33.
The community is a much better community, and there's lots of children, and they can go to school without having to worry about any of the violence.
I don't know. I can't even give you the term for it. It's a topsy-turvy. You don't know who's going to be next.
It doesn't have to be a bad thing, but the gentrification, if you have no controls in place, X amount of people living in those buildings that have been paying rent at a specific rate for a number of years, and then they're faced with a 20, 30, 40% increase, well, then that's a concern.
I'm not opposed to new development, but within that new development, it is up to us to find a way not to displace those people.
Some people at the very lowest rents are not able to afford the new rents. That's true.
My name is John Rogers. I'm the Associate Pastor of First Congregational Church. I am born and raised in Montclair, and I've been working at First Congregational Church for 5 years. This gentrification, in my mind, has been going on for a while.
There were things in the past that put this in motion. And so what we're seeing today is just a continuance.
The block is definitely changing completely. It seems like it's every day that you see a new face.
On Mission Street and New Street, all the houses have been bought. The turnover has been tremendous.
Well, you know, I'm in that point where I don't feel like I have too much power. So I can't do anything but let it go. As much as I enjoyed living here and I felt like this was my home, now it's not feeling as if it's my home anymore, and I feel like I have to let it go.
It's not as though today we're in front of the process of displacing people.
I have sadness around it, but I don't think that even compares to the kind of emotions that would come with feeling pushed out.
Gentrification, you know, can be brought on even from a foreclosure standpoint. You know, there is a foreclosure crisis within the state of New Jersey.
I don't think that is what's driving the gentrification here. I think that what's driving the gentrification is new development.
Right now, we just worry every day when they're going to put a lock on this gate and say, it's time to move. Pathmark. This used to be a 24-hour supermarket. Come here all times of the day, and it's right here in your neighborhood. And they shut this down and didn't even give a viable source of another place to go. The nearest place is now either in Bloomfield or up in Caldwell.
We need to demonstrate through what establishments are going to come into that Lackawanna area that we desire to maintain people of all socioeconomics there. So we need to stay awake on that matter.
You know, we don't have high-income people living in our apartments. You know, we have working people. You know, these aren't expensive rents, they're market rents. I mean, in our area, though, there's these huge buildings going up that are expensive luxury apartments. That's not our goal.
Developers are coming in and they've already developed, like the Montclairian 2, which has very high-end rental apartments, and the rents can be anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000 and up in that building. And from what I understand, he's having no problem renting them.
I think Montclair is at its best when we are welcoming everyone here.
We've got to, derail some of the displacement of people of lower socioeconomics. I think that this council that I'm sitting with is dedicated to trying to do what we can.
This is something that is at the very heart of our community in Montclair, and I think it should become a priority.
If we could get a combination of the real commitment to affordable housing and a moderate rent control program, that could also slow down the gentrification, slow down the exodus out of Montclair.
We should have found a way, and long before today, to keep in place a certain amount of apartments that were still within affordable means.
You can slow the process. You're never going to stop it.
All right, go look after your brother.
This guy eats.
I understand business. I do, but there was history here, you know? Rather than you just trying to make a quick buck flipping somebody's house or flipping properties, that there was a family here, there was people here, you know? There was more of a history here for this whole family. It's a lot of attachment to something that, you know, was built and brought up in the family. Everyone came here. Our whole family came here to meet up. Those generations grew up knowing this household, being here, having fun, pictures, experiences right here in front of this household, and now that's just about to be lost. It's going to be almost wiped off the map, you know? Gotta go and build a new home. Gotta make a new home. Gotta find it.